Sometimes you have a dream, and after you keep hearing no and you keep hearing no, that dream sort of dies off, right? Yeah. But what I always tell people is if it keeps coming back, that's your soul talking to you, right? Like if there's something that you really want to do and it's almost like you can't let it go, that's your soul saying you have to do this. The sales process never ends. You have to believe in your dream more than anyone else, right? If you don't believe in your dream, nobody else can believe in your dream.
Yeah.
And the fact that people will say no to you doesn't mean that no is right. It just means it's not right for them. Wherever you are right now, get started.
Yes.
Because small amounts of money can change your whole life. When you fix your finances, you fix your life. You have to become financially selfish. You have to put yourself first. And it starts with small amounts of money, like $5 a day, $10 a day, $15 a day. It's building the muscle financially that you deserve to keep. You deserve to keep part of your paycheck. Consciously,
yes.
Are you spending money in a way that's going to get you closer to your dreams? Because if you're not, you're trapped. Where are you going with your life? Because things can change like that in a moment. I want people to not live a life of regrets.
Yeah.
And I want you to be conscious in your life. And so the money's just a tool to start to free you up, to become more present in your life so you can think about these bigger things.
Yes.
We are trained pretty much from birth here. Go make more money, go make more money, go make more money. And as we make more money, we're then marketed to spend more. Mm-hmm. So what happens when you make more money is you have what's called lifestyle creep. It's not intentional. It's that you've been marketed to. So as you've been marketed to, you're supposed to have a nicer car. You're supposed to have a bigger home. You're supposed to have fancier clothes. You're supposed to have these brands. And so as we make more, look, we're all guilty of doing this.
Yeah.
I've done this myself.
Yeah.
As we make more money, we increase our expenses where people make a whole lot of money. And you see these articles where people are making a lot of money and they're still living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
And their stress level is even higher. And their unhappiness level is even higher. If you work really, really hard and you keep making more money and you're not saving anything, you start to go, is it worth it?
Yes.
And so the secret to actually being happier and living rich, again, the message of this book is to live rich now. The secret is, and it's not going to sound fancy here, it's to actually live below your means.
Yes.
And so as you grow your income, if you can keep your lifestyle the same, if you start to really have freedom.
Everyone spends money every day. And as they do, they're building wealth. Everyone builds wealth. The only question is, for whom?
Two primary escalators to wealth. It's owning stocks and owning real estate. There's a game being played that involves money. And if you don't know the rules, you're going to lose the game.
Well, basically the myth is you need to make more money and then you'll be rich. And I loved this. Most people think they have an income problem. They don't. They have a spending problem. So that was amazing. Myth number 2, it takes money to make money. Like we've talked about, $5, $10 a day can absolutely change your life. And then I loved myth number 3, someone else will take care of it for you.
If you could just save $10 a day and you invested it and you paid yourself first in a retirement account, in 40 years, we show you at 10%, you could have almost $2 million.
Yes.
It's like $1,897,000.
224. Yep.
Thank you.
Yes.
So someone go, wait a minute, what? $10 a day in 40 years, I could have $1,897,000? Yeah, you could potentially. And by the way, 10% is what the stock market has averaged since 1926. Now people go, oh, I could never get 10%. Okay, fine, you can reduce the rate. Maybe it's, and I give you the numbers, it could be 9% or 8% or 7% or 5%. Even at half, you'd still have almost $1 million. $10 a day. So that's a great place to start for somebody who's not starting. Now, for a whole lot of people watching, it could be $20 a day or $30 a day. It's coming up with your daily dollar amount. But one thing I think is so important is to come up with that daily dollar amount, because that's the daily dollar amount that can change your life.
Yes.
You have to be the master of your own money.
The 3 secrets to financial freedom. And I think what's great about these secrets is they're hiding in plain sight, right? They're not really secrets. So number 1, pay yourself first. What's that mean?
So pay yourself first means that when you're in a paycheck, the first person who gets paid is you. This is the single most important financial lesson that you could ever learn.
Don't budget. This is a good one. Make it automatic instead. This is secret number 2.
So don't budget, because budgeting doesn't work.
Yeah.
If it worked, everybody would do it and everybody would start them and everybody would stick to them. I've spent 26 years in the financial service industry. My first 9 years were at Morgan Stanley, and what I saw firsthand, in 9 years, I only had one client write a check discipline-wise, from budgeting for 6 months or more. Everybody who saved, all my clients that really saved money, it was all automated. So the message of budgeting is, instead of budgeting, you need to save automatically for whatever you're saving for. Saving for an emergency account, you save automatically. Money gets moved automatically into an emergency account. You want to save for a dream trip to go to Italy, money gets moved automatically into an Italian account, your Italy account.
Yeah.
You're going to save for retirement, it gets moved automatically into a retirement account. And so it's this concept of, instead of using discipline and
willpower, remembering,
and, driving yourself crazy, because budgets actually do drive couples to fight. If instead you can focus on what you're going to save automatically and where, you can eliminate all the fights.
How about live rich now? I think this is the big one, because you said the first two secrets, pay yourself first and make it automatic. Those are the how. This is the why. Figure out what matters and follow that.
Yes, and it gives me chills because, I talked about my sabbatical that I had taken last time I was on your show.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people actually really resonated with.
Yes.
The idea of living rich now, before I go on the sabbatical discussion, the idea of living rich now is, what do you really want to do with your life that you're not doing? And how can you live rich today? Instead of thinking you need a bunch of money to someday live rich, what could you do today to live rich? What's something that, I wake up in the morning and I meditate. That's a live rich moment for me, right? I write in my journal and I write down my gratitude in the morning. That's a moment for 15 minutes. I'm very present and I'm living rich. What can you do today to live rich? You don't actually have to have a whole lot of money to feel rich.
Yes.
What you need to do to feel rich is not feel trapped. Because the opposite of living rich is feeling trapped. So one of the things I tell people to do is think about what in your life right now is making you maybe feel trapped. How could you eliminate that? Mm-hmm. And what would it feel like to not feel trapped? What does that look like to you?
Yeah.
What do you need to add to your life today that probably doesn't even take money, that would make you feel better about your life today?
Yes.
That's living rich. We can get caught up listening to other people's voices and lose sight of our own voice. I go back to you got to listen to your soul.
Yeah.